And again, going back to the context, Silicon Valley is the real estate marketplace. Everybody is acting, saying, and believing the exact same things. How do you break free of that status quo? And further, how do you arrive where you have the confidence to break free and then have the conviction to follow through on your beliefs? And so I wondered, as I was listening to this guy talk the entire interview, what if I forced myself to have an opinion about everything? Because if you don't have an opinion, then you're not even thinking. So having an opinion, that's the first step in getting to this higher level of thinking. And see, that's what's wrong with society. Because being opinionated by most people, they think it's a negative thing. But it's not the opinion, it's the ignorance of the person with the opinion. He's not second guessing his opinion. He's not challenging his opinion. That's his opinion, that's belief, and he ain't changing it. And so that's why that guy is an ass. It's not based on any rational thought. And see, what Peter Thiel is talking about is, and this is what I imagine he does, and this is what I try to do on a daily basis, is you force yourself to have an opinion. Then you second guess that opinion. Then you question that opinion. Then you try to disprove that opinion. Then you try to discredit that opinion. And by doing this, eventually you come to an argument that you believe in with such conviction that it forms a worldview. And when I talk about business religion and the importance of having a business religion, this is what I'm talking about. Having a strict number of tenets that you believe in with such conviction that it guides all of your decision making. So Warren Buffett, he has a business religion, now it might be called an investing religion in his case, about how he invests in the stock market. Donald Trump, he has a religion of what he believes that guides his decisions about self-promotion. Peter Thiel has a religion, a core set of tenets that guide his decision making. And this is what give him the confidence, the conviction to invest in 5 to 7 companies rather than this big spray and pray. And so one thing that I would advise is have an opinion, because it's the first step in higher thinking. If you can present and articulate an idea in a way through this process that either A, can't be refuted, or B, is hard to refute, you fall into the same situation that I found myself in as I was listening to Peter Thiel, which is, holy shit, this guy's got a good point. I like the way this guy thinks. And see, when you have that connection, you're entirely different than all the competitors. You're not just out there selling a product. You're not just out there selling a service. They like the way you think. And that's really what Peter Thiel is investing in. He's investing in the founder. He's not investing in the company. He's investing in the vision that that founder has. But if you don't ever have an opinion, if you don't force yourself to have an opinion, and then if you don't force yourself to question it, to try to discredit, to try to disprove it, you can never form an argument. And if you don't have an argument, then you're not going to have any conviction. You're not going to have a worldview. And so I thought that was a huge takeaway in listening to Peter Thiel, because I'm now sharing Peter Thiel, his name. I'm evangelizing his message. He's got a book coming out. You should go buy it. I think it just released this last week.
Yeah, it's called 0 to 1.
0 to 1. And so,
yeah, he's a brilliant guy.
And so literally to everybody on the podcast, the audience, I'm preaching him. I like this guy. I like the way he thinks. And imagine if that's what people said about you, your real estate business, and your marketplace. The brilliance of your mind. The brilliance of your arguments. I like this guy. I like the way he thinks.